Emmanuel, God lived with us as one of us. Christ, the world made flesh, has come to us as a vulnerable, weak, and dependent baby, a God who hungered and thirsted, a God who chose to be born in shame, to a virgin unwed maiden, with a dirty stable as a home and a borrowed manger as a bed, in a tiny, significant town called Bethlehem. Almighty God of humble origins, Christ the Messiah, whom the prophets
You were born at a time and in a place where few were welcomed or even recognized you.
Grant us the grace to be vigilant in watching, waiting, and listening attentively, so that we won't miss Christ when he comes knocking at our door.
O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel. That mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come, thou day spring, come and cheer our spirits by thine advent here. Disperse the gloomy clouds of night, and death's dark shadows put to flight. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel, that mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel.
The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. You have enlarged the nation and increased their joy. They rejoice before you as people rejoice at the harvest, as warriors rejoice when dividing the plunder.
For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the greatest of his government and peace there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne, and over his kingdom establish and uphold to us justice and righteousness from that time and forever. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this.
A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn.
As Isaiah has said, with a voice of joy, behold, a young virgin shall conceive, and bring forth to us Emmanuel. Blessed are you, O Mary, for you have borne the true one, while remaining a virgin and your virginity was sealed.
As we wait for the dawn of the coming of Christ's child, we do this with anticipation of new and unexpected blessings. Like Mary, we sense the beginning of new era, a new kingdom waiting to be born.
May we, like Mary, be filled with courage and receptivity to be the bearers of Christ's child, and continue to be the witnesses of God's truth and love. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water?
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters?
Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you've delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation?
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nations?
Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? That sleeping child you're holding is the great I am.
But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people, Israel. Long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible says, Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day.
Hark now, hear the angels sing, a king was born today, and men will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. While shepherds watch their flocks by night, they see a bright new shining star. They hear a choir sing a song. The music seems to come from afar. Hark now, hear the angels sing. A king was born today, and men will live forevermore because of Christmas Day.
When Joseph and his wife Mary came to Bethlehem that night, they find no place to born that child, not a single room was in sight.
Hark now, hear the angels sing. A king was born today, and men will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Hark now, hear the angels sing. A king was born today, and men will live forevermore because of Christmas Day.
Jesus, the light, dispelling darkness, making things bright, brighter than Christmas tree lights, brighter than Rudolph's red nose. A light so bright it destroys the shadows and darkness, even of sin, despair, and death. We live in a dark world. It's dark with sin. We live in a world dark with sadness. Outwardly, the world cranks up the wattage, while inwardly it is dying of sadness and gloom.
Into that darkness, angels appear over Bethlehem. Into that darkness, the Word made flesh shows his face from a manger. Into that darkness, the Father places a star to guide Magi. Into that darkness, Jesus walks head on. To the darkness of Good Friday. To the darkness of a newly cut tomb. Into darkness. to light it up like Christmas lights and candles, to shine the light of himself, to set death and sin scurrying, retreating, fading, wiping out shadows, darkness gone.
Into your darkness too, whatever that darkness may be, despair, doubts, unbelief, sins inside yourself, sin around you, families falling apart, death, hurt, and sorrow around you, the great emptiness of the world. Into all of it, the light of Christmas shines, the light of Christ shines for you. Peace, light, no shadows there, no darkness can't be. Those are the gifts of the light of the world. Jesus is the light of the world. His gifts bring light to rescue you from every darkness there is.
That's why I like Christmas lights. They remind me of Jesus, and whether they give you a sense of wonder and peace or not, know this: whether they is darkness, the light of Christ shines. Nothing can put it out, for he shines to bring his lights to you, that you may be forever comforted and never afraid of dark.
Turn your eyes this Christmas to the child who was born. He came into the world only to find sorrow and scorn.
He knew we needed a Savior to set us free from sin. No other way to redemption but to open our hearts to Him.
Remember this Christmas season, material things cannot satisfy. They are but temporary, they disappear and die.
But the love of our Savior, a gift that lives eternally, He is the brightest star which shines upon the tree.
Joy to the world, joy to the world, the Lord has
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. في كل عيد ميلاد، في كل عيد ميلاد بنحب نقول لكم كل سنة وانتم طيبين. بتمنى ليكم أحلى عيد، بتمنى ليكم يوم سعيد، بتمنى ليكم خير كتير أكتر بكتير من كل اللي فات.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad.
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Amazing job, and we're so proud of you, and we're so proud of all the service. And again, this is the choir that helps us with the communion praise every Sunday. So again, another hand, and hand to Madonna. Let's have a picture مع بعض, and we really appreciate everything you do. Okay, all